Wednesday, May 2. Measuring spiritual growth. Just because we deliver biblical information through a public lecture, seminar, or Bible study, there is no guarantee that we have influenced those present in a spiritual way. Many people have attended an evangelistic series, a Revelation seminar, a Bible study, or maybe all of the above. Though they might have gained an intellectual understanding of the Bible truth, this does not mean that they have integrated these truths into their lives. How, then, can we better determine that people who hear what we have to say are being impacted by truth in a life-changing way? One important way in which we can measure people's spiritual growth is by asking questions. Asking questions is a good way to gauge a person's spiritual understanding and growth. It is best to ask open-ended questions. These are questions that encourage an informative answer and that cannot be answered simply yes or no. Some typical questions might be, what do you think these verses are saying to us today? How would you share this Bible truth with a friend? How do you feel about God's promise to you? What changes do you think you need to make in your life, in your attitude toward others, and in how you live in general, because of what you have been studying? How do these truths help you love Jesus more? Of all the things you have been learning, what impresses you the most? What gives you the most hope, the most fear? Bible studies, as well as other evangelistic presentations, should be arranged in a logical and orderly sequence. That is, the more simple and easy-to-understand studies are presented first, while more complex studies are presented later in the series when the Bible student's understanding has grown. It is important that searching questions be asked throughout each study to gauge spiritual understanding and growth. Consider the following verses, and consider why a God who knows everything would ask such questions. Here's Genesis 3, 9 through 13. Then the Lord God called to Adam and said to him, "Where are you?" So he said, "I heard your voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself." And he said, "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree of which I commanded you that you should not eat?" Then the man said, "The woman whom you gave to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I ate." And the Lord God said to the woman, "What is this that you have done?" The woman said, "The serpent deceived me, and I ate." Here's Matthew 16, 13 through 15. When Jesus came into the region of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, saying, "Who do men say that I, the Son of Man, am?" So they said, "Some say John the Baptist, some Elijah, and others Jeremiah or one of the prophets." He said to them, "But who do you say that I am?" And here's Matthew 22, verses 41 through 46. While the Pharisees were gathered together, Jesus asked them, saying, "What do you think about the Christ? Whose son is he?" They said to him, "The son of David." He said to them, "How then does David in the Spirit call him Lord, saying, 'The Lord said to my Lord, sit at my right hand, till I make your enemies your footstool'? If David then calls him Lord, how is he his son?" And no one was able to answer him a word, nor from that day on did anyone dare question him any more. Here's Mark 9:33. Then he came to Capernaum, and when he was in the house, he asked them, "What was it you disputed among yourselves on the road?" And here's Luke 2:46. Now so it was that after 3 days they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of the teachers, both listening to them and asking them questions. What does this tell us about how asking questions can be a powerful tool for helping people to grow in God's grace?